Alright, so I'm back with another project here again now. BMW E39 5 Series straight 6 automatic. I decided to try something out of the norm for me. But you know, usually everything I got is usually straight line. Maybe a little track days with that car, a couple of track days before, but I never really decided to step into the realm of going sideways. So it's about, I mean, this project basically at the peak of modifications right now. Ain't really not much I can really do to it, or you know, as long as it's reliable, I can get what I want out of it and I'm happy. Basically this now is the next project I decided to try my hands at. I like my Mitsubishis, now mine is a BMW. The plan for this one is to Evo swap it, rear drive, take out the BMW engine, transmission. Obviously we're going to use the BMW drivetrain, put the Evo engine inside of it. The goal right now is to use the Ford engine out of this vehicle and put in this one, obviously put in the Evo computer harness, etc. See if I can get at least comfortable 450 horsepower, 500 horsepower. Right, so as you can see, change of plans. Originally wanted the E46. I had to settle for the E39, but luckily this didn't work for a partner, and this was the outcome. It isn't in the best of condition, as you can see. Whoever painted with an ice shut, and that's not a problem. I power wash it going inside, hopefully to just sand on a lot of paint, put a coat of primer and sort that out. The body's not in too bad a condition. Some rust on the inside on the floors. As you can see, I already stripped the car over the past maybe 2 or 3 days. It didn't come with an engine, but the other one is a lot better condition than this. So basically it's a full change of plans with what I was intending to do. The E39 was in a way better condition, a lot better state pertaining to the body wise, but obviously for sure I wanted the 46, a lot shorter, more nimble car. So, but yeah, plan is the same for the engine, basically 4G63 turbocharged. Not exactly sure what setup I'm going to run yet. Maybe big turbo, maybe small turbo, maybe medium size, I'm sure yet. But that's basically the plan. Alright, so we got the dash back in, we got the couple vents to make it look decent. We just put back in the dashboard cluster, just to rest it back in for now to make it look complete. The only thing what I want to do now is clean up some of these wires, at least tape them up or cable tie them up together, make them look decent. Rest back on that piece on the column, and I can put some current to it to see if the dash lighting up, to make sure a couple of things lighting up, like the lights and brake lights, etc. So basically that's the interior finish. I'm just waiting on the bucket seat and the steering wheel are the next two things for the interior, that I could put some seat rails there and then just do some patching to the hole up under there, and the rest of the bodywork inside. Alright, so if you, this is the position that you're going to be using the engine in at the moment. I take off the sump just now so that I could get the engine a little more level, and what I will do, the pickup shouldn't be any problem. The pickup should automatically have enough height, so I may just have to trim the front of the sump or the bottom of the sump maybe an inch or so. So you got some daylight now again. As you can see, I finished this side mount. Went through the night last night burning some midnight oil just to finish this side. So I just started this side now, where I was just doing a template, the belly bracket here to come off of this here. Then earlier today I also went and get a steering wheel, this wheel. Install that later, and a fuel cell, 10-gallon fuel cell. Sander in it. Sander right here, so let's see if they get back up my hand. Shit. So basically just on to the gearbox mount now, and decide exactly how we're gonna design it. Got the mounts here. Let me see, 1, 2, 3 thread holes this side, 1, 2, 3 thread holes this side. So right now we're thinking bring across the hollow section from this side, because actually the flooring of the vehicle is not actually level. One side is usually higher than the next. As you can see over here, it's a bit high compared to over here. So Alright, so the shifter basically in position right here is a little far forward as I expected. What I'm gonna do is when I put the seat in its fixed position, then I would most likely cut and modify this shifter then